Yay! Yay! Okay, live on the YouTube. How exciting this is. So, back in the day when I used to make videos on YouTube almost every day, I mean, that would have been back in 2019 through about 2012, we didn't have the go live feature. And if it existed, I certainly didn't know about it. So it's Saturday afternoon here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's May the 30th. I can't believe that the month of May has flown by. It's felt like it's flown by. And then at other times it's like, life is in this kind of this weird time warp right now. It's just very surreal. It just seems like I don't ever remember a time like this. So I was in the kitchen organizing all of my produce that I bought at several different farm stands this morning. Our farmers market, which a lot of you who follow me know that I am the financial director at Tulsa Farmers Market. And because of everything that's happened in the world, our city, our mayor, hasn't allowed us to open officially. So our vendors, our farmers, being the independent entrepreneurs that they are, have all kind of gone rogue. And they have set up just randomly around this certain little district of Tulsa. So I was able to find some really great produce this morning, bring it home. I was putting it away in the kitchen, and it just hit me that I really wanted to come on and just talk with you all. I wanted to bring you all up to date on what's going on in my world and what might be of interest to you. If you're already following me here on YouTube, or if you come across this video. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Penny Shelton. I am the creator of a website called Real Food Rehab. It was originally called Raw Food Rehab. And I wrote a book called Raw Food Cleanse. And so I spent a good number of years moderating that website. And it still exists, but it's fairly antiquated as far as its user friendliness. I at one point thought it was going away. I had been told that the Ning platform, that's the platform that I use for Real Food Rehab, that was going away. Well, it apparently didn't go away because it's still live, but it did change considerably. The bandwidth changed of what I could actually have on the website. So I had to go in and remove a whole bunch of stuff just because I wasn't generating any income. It was just, there. I just left the website up. So in order to be able to be in compliance and to be able to afford to keep it, because there's a monthly or an annual cost, I had to peel things way back. So there are things that are no longer on that website, sadly. It was a treasure trove of information, and it still has a lot. Like, I tried not to take anything away from people who are members. Like, most of all of their pictures still exist, but a lot of the rooms that we called it, the groups, are gone, and I removed most of my photographs to try to create more space. And since that time, I've been working for the farmers market, and have always missed the community, have always missed everything that I was doing, but there were only so many hours in the day. But since this pandemic has happened, it's given me the gift of having more time, because I've been unemployed for the most part since March 15th. And it's given me the time to really reflect and look at where I've been and where I am currently, and make some decisions around all of that. And so recently had shared videos with you all that I decided to create a new wellness program. And I didn't really want to commit to anything long-term because I didn't know what the job situation was going to be like for me. So I created 11 days to get your groove back. And maybe some of you who are watching are participating in that. So we did 11 days. We started on Cinco de Mayo, on May the 5th. And we went for 11 days. And very much like when we started Raw Food Rehab, it's like we had just started getting our groove back. And so all of the members of the group are like, let's keep it going. Let's please keep it going. So on May the 19th, I kicked off the second 11 days to get your groove back. And we just concluded that second 11 days yesterday. And so it's a most amazing group. We have just over 100 people, and we are using Facebook's group platform. So it's a private group on Facebook. And, well, I'll just tell you that I've started to get my groove back. Since May the 5th, I have completely cut out alcohol, which I had become, I would say, kind of used it as a crutch in my life over the last several years. Just really, I found that I no longer really wanted to have that in my life. And so I've been alcohol-free since May the 5th and feel great, sleep great. That's probably the biggest thing, really. And then also removing some of the treats and the junk that I had let creep back in, working full time. Last year I was, in addition to being the manager or, the financial director at the farmer's market, I also was running our permanent brick and mortar farm stand at a place called Mother Road Market. So I had a small farm stand. It was about 320 square feet, and that took over my life. I worked way over 60 hours a week last year, and just naturally that took its toll. And what it did is, even though I was around all of this incredible, vibrant, natural, locally grown and produced foods, when you're just so exhausted, I found myself eating fast foods and reaching for snacks and things. And so I had put on a considerable amount of weight, and just wasn't feeling my best. So when a couple of old members at Real Food Rehab started at the end of April nudging me, they're like, "Hey, unemployed lady, we all kind of ready for some kind of a wellness reset, and we would really like it if you would create something again." And I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I wasn't feeling comfortable putting myself back out there. I'm like, who am I to create some kind of a wellness program again when I'm probably 30 pounds overweight and my lifestyle just isn't what it used to be. And then I thought, well, who am I not to do that? Like, I have so many resources. I have so much knowledge, a lot of which I wasn't really putting to good use. And who hasn't had that experience? I mean, which one of us hasn't, known what to do, but then having actually done it or wanting to do it is a whole other matter, right? So applying the knowledge and applying a lot of, I have a whole rack in there. It's a big Metro rack, like a restaurant silver rack on caster wheels that has every kitchen gadget known to man. I don't have any excuses now. I'm not working 65 hours a week now. I decided it was time for me to come up out of my pity party and get back in the game. So that's what I've been doing all through the month of May. I've lost 9 pounds. Hallelujah. I'm walking the walk, and I feel like I have a renewed sense of personal confidence and joy in my life, even in this super weird time when nobody knows really what the future holds. I feel grounded and I feel happy, and I feel like I'm doing exactly what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. So that was just the update that I wanted to give you, other than to tell you that because I don't want to stop getting my groove back, and the group that has come together also does not want to stop getting their groove back, we're going to open it up for another sign up. If you would like to join us, if you're not already part of the group, because I have to find a way to make this sustainable for me financially. I'm giving it my all. I'm working it full time. So for $33, you can come and join us for the entire month of June. And I'm not really projecting anything any further out from that, because we're all living day by day, week by week, month by month right now. We're all having to learn to trust. We're all having to learn to calm down and listen to that quiet little inner voice of guidance. So I hope that If this resonates with you and you would like to join a group of like-minded people, and there's nobody that even cares about what you're eating right now or what your lifestyle is like right now, all we care about is that you have a desire and a drive to get your groove back. Because we've all come in all different kinds of shape. I mean, really, there's all sorts of people, a lot of people that used to be members at Raw Food Rehab. There's a lot of other people that have literally just stumbled upon it on the internet, or a friend has told them about it, or whatever. And because we have some very benevolent, generous members, some people are donating scholarships. So if you're without a job right now, or you're struggling financially, but you desperately need to get your groove back, I would like to invite you to apply for a scholarship. And what that looks like is you just send me an email at Penny with an I, Penni, Shelton@gmail.com, and just say, hey, I need to get my groove back. Here's my situation. Is there a scholarship? And right now I have a couple, but I look for and hope for more to come in as well. And so my goal is to make this financially sustainable for me so that I can get my focus back where I want it to be. It's taking care of me first, just like I've used this analogy before in the group on the air, when you're flying on the plane and the stewardess says, if the air masks fall down from the sky, put your mask on first, and then you put it on your kid or whoever. If we don't put our mask on first, if we don't care and nurture ourselves first, how in the world are we possibly going to be of service to those around us? And I can speak from my own personal experience. I've spent many, many years not having good boundaries and putting others' needs before my own. Because, a lot of us in this culture are raised, that's the way we're raised. Like, you have to be selfless, you have to give, give. And I don't discount that. I think that principle sounds really good. But if you're giving out of an empty vessel, what are you gonna do? You just end up completely depleted. So getting your groove back is not just about the diet, it's about the big picture. It's about learning to trust yourself again. Finding self-love if you don't feel like you have that. It's about learning how to set boundaries for yourself. It's about taking the time to get to know who you are and what your purpose is. And the diet fuels all of that. And you don't have to be vegan or vegetarian. I mean, most of our people are focused on a plant-based diet, a cleansing type diet. But I give all kinds of guidelines for that. If you are not wanting to give up meat, I'm not the food police and I'm not going to make you do that. Like, I'm not giving you recipes on how to make a roast beef or anything. I mean, there's no meat recipes in anything that I'm offering, but again, it's up to you. If you want to eat some meat item or a piece of cheese, that's your own business, and you don't need me to give you a recipe for that anyway. So I'd like to invite you to come and join us. It's $33. I make a video almost every day. These people in this group are angels straight from heaven. They're sharing out of their heart. They are making all these beautiful food items. They're sharing pictures. We have members that are talking about gardening, about sprouting, about just everything. Really, everything that has to do with your personal best, your personal wellness. So if you're ready to kick fear and depression and uncertainty and low self-esteem to the curb, if you're ready to take a stand for you again, why don't you come and join us? I'm going to put a link as soon as this live video is over. I'm going to put a link underneath this video, and you can pay $33 for the month of June, and we will welcome you with open arms. We'll start back on Monday, and there's already files in the group. You can already start downloading things that I've been adding in there. We're not changing the program. The program is really just about making you a priority, and I give you guidelines about what that looks like, and you can make the decision for yourself. Like, I made the decision to give up alcohol, and 25 days later, I couldn't be happier. So I still drink my morning coffee. I don't have a problem with that. I love my coffee. It makes me happy. So I drink a cup of black coffee in the morning, and then I drink my green smoothie, and I stay on track the rest of the day. And again, it's not about perfection. So why don't you come get your groove back? We sure would love to welcome you. It's a private Facebook group. And I know it could be life-changing for you. So that's my invitation. I hope to see you there. Bye.